Hello everyone, I am SS the Showstopper and today is the 4th of October 2023. Now, my information that I have today is not something that puts me in a good spirit, it's not something that makes me happy, and I'm actually posting my disdain for the education or members of the education sector, in particular teachers and principal. Now, while I commend the students, and I'm so glad the Prime Minister made major media houses, um, the community at large across the island have commended the three boys for their heroic action, the three students, male students, for their heroic action and moving swiftly to take the student to the hospital or to a medical facility to get him help as soon as possible. And they walk with him through the town. I commend them so much. And while I commend them, I'm also very upset at teachers and principal. These are the same persons who complain all day, every day, how the government is wicked. The government moves salary to 22 million per year. The government doing this, the government doing that, while they are not getting enough for their raise, or they're not getting any, or their salary is not good enough to sustain their living and stuff like that, while they sit and complain so much. Are you trying to tell me not one of those teachers had a reliable motor vehicle on the compound to escort the student to a nearby facility? You teachers are so inhumane, low in vibration, dark. The principal at the school. This took place on the school compound. It didn't took place somewhere else. It took place on the school compound, and you rather see the child die. You rather witness the death of a student than put the student in your vehicle and transport them to a nearby facility. The three students had to literally lift up the student and take him through the town, walk through the, no, bear in mind, he could have easily well drop out of their hands, because he's a young teenager. He carries weight, whether he's slim or he's light or he's heavy, he still carry weight. That's a human being. Now, what if he had fell out of their hands and probably hit his head or something again? Then they would have been blamed. Then this would have happened. That would have, all people would have run up and down. The mother would start cussing. The aunt would start cussing. A whole lot of things would have come into play. What kind of teachers are this on the island? It's not the first it has happened. There was another institution in Montego Bay, just the same, where a student was attacked, this time with a knife, and that student died in a hospital. The teachers were on the compound who owned a reliable motor vehicle. The principal there also owned a reliable motor vehicle, and none of them were willing to transport the student to the hospital. None of them. They rather the student die on the compound. They rather the student die on the compound than put the student in their vehicle and transport them to the hospital. Now you decide that you are going to abscond, or you're going to delete, or you're going to avoid your human pride, your human dignity, your humanity. You realize and consciously tell yourself that you are going to abandon your humanity, that you could extend the hand of kindness, the hand of peace, the hand of helping a student whose life is in jeopardy, exercising a heart of gold. You decide that you are going to abandon all of that simply because you don't want your vehicle to be soiled. You don't want students in your vehicle and stuff like that. But at the same time, you want the government to use their conscience, their humanity, their heart of gold, extend their hand of kindness to give you a raise that suits your income, that suits your living, I'm sorry, your standard of living, that suits your lifestyle, that can elevate or sustain you. You want that same government to use conscience. You want that government to use the same conscience that you willfully choose to avoid instead of using it to take a student who was in need of help to a nearby medical facility. How evil. These are the same teachers. How evil can you people be? How evil. And this is, this the unsurmountable amount of wickedness that is on the island. It's unspeakable in every sector. In every sector, people are just morally bankrupt. In every sector, people are just demonic. In every sector, people are just wicked. A bunch of wicked ass Negroes. That's what you people are. A bunch of wicked ass Negroes. But you want everybody else to exercise good conscience. You want everybody else to look at your plight. Everybody wants someone to look at their plight, but nobody wants to look at another man's plight. Nobody wants to extend the hand of kindness. Nobody wants to use a heart of gold and be there for someone who is in need. And this is one of the main reasons I stay off the internet as much as I can. Sometimes I see some things where people are asking for financial assistance, and people are so brutal. People are so brutal and evil. People are just so wicked to others. Now we understand that they are scamming, that they are this, they are that. I'm not going off on a tangent. I'm not going off on a tangent. We understand that there are people out there who are scamming, so it's good to investigate to find out if this person is legitimate or about their business. But to come and be asking a person all this private information, if you want information about the person, it's really not hard. You take a phone number and you call them. Then they will have to give you a medical doctor, provide a medical doctor or a teacher or principal or someone, some dignitary as a reference that they can say, yes, I know of this person, a pastor, a community leader, someone that they can say, yes, I know of this person who is really in need of help and I can vouch for them. It's really not that hard. But for people to come out and it's like they want to know how many men you have had sex with and who is the baby father and all of that in order for you to extend the hand of kindness. And then these are some of you are the same people who are cussing government that they are not doing anything for poor people, that they are not doing. But in order for you to help the poor, you have to dig down and want to know the last time the woman menstruated, how many men she have had sex with. You want to know bill of lading. You want all sort of things in order for you, and the person must be willing to give you all that information on air in front of the entire world before you decide, if you do decide to assist. But these are the same people who want the government to attack the government, that they are not doing anything for poor people. You see how you people are hypocritical? You don't see yourself. There's something called personal responsibility. You don't see yourself. How can a student be attacked at an institution? A security guard is there, the principal is there, dean of discipline is there, and it's bad enough that student took upon himself to attack another student violently, could have killed him, and yet there are vehicles on the compound and not one teacher or principal decided, let me escort, let me transport, let me take this child to a medical facility. Imagine if those three students had decided that, I'm not going, I'm going home. I'm going, my mother waiting on me, I'm going home. I'm going because they're not responsible for themselves. Someone is also responsible for them, which is their parent or guardian. So what if they had said that, I'm going home. I don't want to be a part of this. And had left him there. What would have happened? You'd have just leave until a police officer decide to come, or you decide to call the police, or you decide that you're going to call the ambulance. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And you want me to come out and support? That's why I said, the government need to pay people on commission. Teachers need to be getting paid on commission. They need to be getting paid because a lot of you don't even deserve the salary that you're getting. A lot of you don't even deserve the income that you're getting. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of you do not deserve it because you're not doing anything. You just wanted a job, or you wanted to go overseas and stuff like that to work, or whatever the case may be. And so you decide to inject yourself in education, decide that you're going to study or do study, go to teachers college and study and get a diploma or a degree or whatever, and that's the end of it. But that's not really what you want to do, and because of such, you don't represent or respect the career field that you're in. You don't exercise the hand of kindness to students. You decide that, listen, if they want to learn, they learn. I don't care. I don't this, I don't that. It's just my money. I'm just waiting on month end. I'm just waiting on the next two fortnight. I'm just waiting to get to the next bench. And another thing I see floating around on social media is the voice of a social media, a sensational person who is always who was known to be in feud with other persons on social media, saying that if it is her child, what and what she would do, she going to f up another student, she not going to f up another people if somebody do her child. So a lot of you who are on social media and behaving like that, reposting it using the voiceover and saying a lot of you people, your children are the aggressors. Your children are the one that's going to school and violently attacking other people's children. You, because judging by you people behavior, I find it very odd you would bring forth something that's polar opposite to you. I would find it very odd you'd bring forth someone that's polar opposite. A lot of you people who are on social media and talking about if it was my child, and I just saw a comment where a man post. A man, I don't even know if it's a man or a woman because I didn't really zoom in to find the gender of the individual or the profile that they use. But the person said that it doesn't matter if a grade one, if it's grade one, the child, as long as him touch my pit, me I kill him. And I'm looking at a grade one, a child that's in grade one is an infant. It's an infant. They might be going to primary school, but they are around what, 6 years old or seven? That's an infant. That's a toddler. That's an infant. And you are going to kill an infant if an infant hits your child. Children go to school, they play all the time, they fool around each other, they do all of these kind of things. As long as it's not an injury to put them in the hospital or they lose a limb or their eye or their body faculty, which police, law enforcement would be involved, and all of the personnels that should be a part of that scenario. Why would I want to go? My daughter was going to school and my daughter was in many fights. I'm glad she's a grown young woman at this moment. But she was in many fights at school. And I was the type of person that, I wanted to know what happened, what this and what. And the person said to me, don't fret yourself about it, man. As long as they don't lose any limb, they don't lose their eye or nothing. Just leave it alone. They're kids. Let them play out. They are kids. It's going to happen. They are like that. All you do is teach them peace. Each of them teach them peace and teach them to behave themselves and just leave it at that. Somebody hit my child, I'm going over the school to kill a grade one child. This is a mind. This is what someone posted on TikTok, and he got so many likes, and other persons were supporting his argument. Other persons were supporting his argument. So we see where the problem lies. The problem lies in some people should not be reproducing. Period. And I said it. I said it. There are people in this life or on this earth that has no business being a parent or guardian. They have absolutely no business reproducing. Sterile them. Give them an injection like what they used to do in, I think it was in North Carolina, to a lot of black women who came in and were they got pregnant at an early age and stuff like that. Something's got to give, because ignorance begat ignorance. Ignorance does not begat intelligence. Ignorance begat ignorance, and people behave accordingly. And if this is 2023 and yours don't kick in, your intelligence don't kick in, your humanity doesn't kick in, when will that be? Because the future generation, you're raising your child to think that way. If a girl lick you on your hand, Jane, if a girl lick you on your hand, stab her. If a girl lick you on your hand, punch her in her face. If a boy touch you, kick out in teeth them out time head. That's what a lot of you are teaching your kids. I remember once, I remember once I had a friend, and he used to transport a female officer's child to school whenever he was taking his child. He used to transport a female officer's child to school. And the student, the female officer's child went home and said that, like, was complaining to his mommy that every day, like he said, every day the other student, a particular student, is begging out his lunch. The mother said that she's going to put poison in her son, in her child lunch pan. She's going to put poison in the food in her child lunch pan, so that when the child go to school and the other student beg him he should give it to the child. I kid you not. This is how demonic and evil a bunch of wicked ass Negroes. This is how you think and function. A female police officer, not a female somebody, not a female, a law enforcement officer. She said she was going to put poison in her son lunch pan so that when he takes it to school, the student will, that begs him his lunch, he should give it to the student so it will poison the student. No, you're trying to tell me, you're trying to convince me that the government is wicked. The government is a Jamaican, just like any of you. Now imagine if that driver who is my friend, imagine if his child was the one who begged her son that day. Imagine if it wasn't the child at school. Imagine when she decided to do something like that. It was his child who begged the lunch that day. Or better yet, what if her own son decide that, I feel hungry and whatever and I feel like I'm going to eat this. That would be the end of it. Evil and wicked. Evil and wicked. A bunch of wicked ass Negroes. That's what you people are. You're coming and screaming out 8-year-old throat cut, man wicked and man fi dead, man fi chop. All of you guys will do the same thing, judging by the things that you people are saying. The evil that comes from your mouth is coming from within. It's coming from within. It's what so a man think it's so easy. The evil that you guys speak is no different from that guy who killed the 8-year-old child. It's no different from the other man who raped and killed the 8-year-old child. It's no different. You all think and behave the same way. He just got caught. He just got caught in the act. That's it. He just got caught. She ain't the only child who was sexually molested. There are so many grown adults out there who complain of being sexually molested when they were kids. And it's a full grown, it was done by full grown men and women. Men and women who sexually molested them when they were kids. So this is a culture. It's a silent part of the culture. So you want to hunt and kill a man because he was caught, right? He was caught. He was caught. But then you are spewing this kind of hate. You're spewing this kind of hate. I mean, the guy said that he would kill if a child touches child in school, no matter if a grade 1. It doesn't matter if the child is in grade 1. He would kill the child. He would kill the child. So children aren't allowed to play. They aren't allowed to wrestle with each other, to fight with each other. I mean, as long as they aren't getting any, if it's bullying in school, then you have a meeting and you call parents or guardian in and you have a meeting about it and groom them. They go along the way. If it's even every Friday and at the evening, there's a meeting between students or among many. That's how it goes because it's not a one-day thing. It's a continuous thing so that bully can understand that there are dangers out there. So he needs to stop. But that's not what you people are doing. That's not what you people are doing. You're encouraging bad behavior. You are encouraging students. If I'm my child, and me send my child, that's a voice note that keeps circulating and people keep using it. If I'm my child and my child go to school and a picnic come home back, we never send no handicap picnic to school. And if it is my child and my child come home, me I go kill the picnic, me I go chop up picnic, me I go stab up picnic. This is what people are saying. And these are the people that are marching and want to protest and want to hunt to find a man who raped and killed a child. You understand what I'm saying? You're professing that you will kill a child if a child hurts your child. You will kill a child if a child hurts your child. You will kill a child. And like I said, many of you people who are talking about this, your children are the bully in school. Your children are the perpetrators of violence in school. Your children are the aggressors in school. So we see where the problem lies. The problem lies in reproduction. Many of you should not be having children when you go. That's why I'm so glad that the day I flunked physics, the sciences. Well, no, not physics. I flunked biology. I was good at it, but I happened to flunk it. I couldn't pass biology because I probably would have studied medicine or something. And when you come in, I just give you a bad injection. As long as I live, you will never get pregnant. As long as that man live, he will never, his semen will never produce a child in a woman. Because you people are evil. You people are evil. A bunch of wicked ass Negroes. That's what you are. A bunch of wicked ass Negroes. I make no apology. A lot of evil that are coming from the inside of, but it's a good thing. We give thanks and praise for social media. We give thanks and praise for TikTok. I told you and I repeated, it wasn't it today I said just about it today, that about Jamaican TikTokers who are telling their gifters not to gift other people. I just said it in my video. That social media is a social experiment being done. In the future, a lot of change is going to take place. A lot of areas are going to be banned from certain social media platforms. And I guarantee you Jamaica will be one of those regions. Because the things that you people speak of is pure evil. It is pure evil. And then these are the same people, that's what's frightening about it. These are the same people who sit down and they ostracize, they criticize, they want to reprimand the government. The government must exercise a heart of gold and must be for the people all day and night. They must not take a salary for the next 5 years or as long as they're in power. They should never take a salary and just think about giving all of the same teachers who will drive past a student on the road, drive past a student out of the school parking lot who is on the ground unconscious. They deserve a raise. They deserve a salary. I don't care. I deserve a salary. I care zero. I owe you nothing. I deserve a raise. And I deserve a very high increase. I care zero. This is how you people think and function. I had an experience with a security officer yesterday, and I had to lodge a formal report. A formal report to the head office. A formal report. And these are the same security officers again who want a raise, who want this, who want. See, nobody knows the importance of humanity. Nobody knows the importance of human decency. Nobody. You see, Jamaicans, you don't see what happened. You didn't stop going to church and hate God and associate God with religion. God has nothing to do with religion. Religion is a what? Is a Latin word. Reglio come from the Latin word reglio, which means daily practice. That's what religion is. You understand me? So if I decide that every morning I get up, I'm gonna skip 20 times, that becomes my religion. You get what I'm trying to say? You understand me? So you people decide that okay, when you don't like the church and this and that, and God is this, God is that, and I don't believe in God, and you know what what happened? You guys didn't leave God, God left you a long time ago. God has abandoned Jamaica because Jamaicans have made up their mind that they want to be a bunch of wicked ass Negroes. And they are comfortable being that. A bunch of wicked ass Negroes. A bunch of evil. A bunch of foul, repugnant individuals. I care zero. I care zero. For you to sit down comfortably and think of saying something like that. I tell you about people who speak before they think. Speak before, and I don't understand where are the law enforcement are these kind. If you're perpetrating violence on the internet and stuff like that, law enforcement should come in. You're threatening to harm children. This is a serious matter. It's not just pedophilia. It's not just having sex with an underage or with a minor or with a kid. That is an issue. Professing to commit harm, professing to harm a child, an infant, professing to do these kind of things should be illegal. You're coming on the internet and you're professing that, listen, I will kill a child or stuff like that. What? Where the law enforcement to come in and track these individuals and take them into question for questioning? There has to be something in place. You cannot be, and people just think it's okay. People just think this thing is okay. The Bible said, why do the heathen reign? Why do the heathen reign? And the people imagine a vain thing. This is what's happening. The heathen reign And the people imagine a vain thing. They don't see anything wrong with the behavior. They don't see all eyes wide shut. All eyes wide shut. Calcified brain. Calcified brain. There's just nothing wrong with it. Oh yeah, she's planning to kill a child. She wants to kill a child if that child hurt her child. Yeah, I support your argument. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, girl, go ahead. Yes, man, me support you. Kill a pitney if he's even in grade one and he touch my child. Kill him. You chop him up. Me I go kill that grade one pitney. Yeah. You understand? Why do the heathen reign and the people imagine a vain thing? You think there's something new under the sun? The very Bible speak about these kind of things. It speaks about it. You guys are professing that you want to kill homosexual, you want to kill homosexual. You know, the killing of a child is also punishable by death, according to the Bible. The same Leviticus. Killing of a child is punishable by death. So I'm asking the question, how different are any of you who are promoting these things, are propagating to the fact that you will harm a child if your child is harmed by another child? I didn't hear any one of you say that you're going to attack the parent, or parent have to go watch your back because you're the full grown adult. You can take blows. My child can't. I didn't hear even such. You understand me? Adult to adult. No, because what? You know what's going to come if you harm the adult. But you believe within yourself that the child that can't defend himself against a full-grown adult, you're going to chop them up, you're going to shoot, you're going to chop, you're going to stab, you're going to... You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing new under the sun. Evil. Evil. The people are speaking evil proudly. People are speaking evil proudly. What the Bible said, blessed are what? The peacemakers. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I will protect myself. I will protect myself. I'm not saying that I am perfect, but we are not talking about adult to adult scenario. We're talking about little toddlers here. We have seen also another report of 5 students who attack a female student at a high school. This is what the media does, and I tell you people, the media is in the business of pushing stereotypes, negative stereotype at all times, and frightening things because they want to sell and they want to keep the negative stereotype going of the black community. Why do you think that these reports? There's so many schools across the island, and every day there's a fight. Every single day there's a fight. There are children, they are headless, they don't think straight, and so they need to be monitored at all times. But can a teacher monitor them at all times? No, because teachers are not perfect. And worse, they're not in the business of caring about anybody's goddamn child. So that will make it even worse. Okay, so you will have fight in school on every school compound across the island, or most school compound. The media doesn't need to be hunting to find another school with the ins because it's all over. It's right now as we speak. Right, there's another school with another fight. Tomorrow, I guarantee there's another school with another fight. But this is what the media is pushing forward because what? They saw the reaction newspapers sell, they gain traction, so they make money from it and all of that good stuff. You understand me? And they saw wherein they gain from that. So let me hunt to find another frightening likewise information so we can generate the same amount from it and keep the sensation going. That's media for you. That's media for you. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's media for you. I can't believe it. People are sitting down and this is what people are professing to do. People are simply and the teachers, I revert my argument revert to the teachers who were on the compound, and you're trying to tell me not one of them, not one teacher, every teacher walk and take taxi and bus. Every teacher at BB Coke High School walk, take taxi and take bus. Not one of them own a reliable motor vehicle. I'm sorry, I find that a little bit hard to believe. The principal take taxi and bus too. I find that very hard to believe. Not one of them were willing to transport the child, the student, to a nearby medical facility. The height of evil. But the government should be so kind, humble, caring, loyal, exercise morality according to your concept of morality, and just do without a salary for the entire year for 2 years, and if possible during his entire tenure, and use that money and raise your income and all of that, and so you can go out and you can live lavish and you can post all of this to rubbing people face on social media, because we all know that's what the game is. We all know that's what the game is. gains that you can use to rub in people's face on social media. The height of wickedness. The heart of men have become wretched. A bunch of wretched rich. A bunch of evil. Nobody see. I couldn't believe it. Nobody see. I've seen this for days and I'm like, what's happening? I click off it, I block. I had to block pages because I'm not gonna entertain that. I don't want that in my space. And I said I wasn't going to speak on it, but I just couldn't ignore it. There was also a case, I remember there was this old man in a community, and he used to come in the community and play guitar, right? He used to play guitar for the students. Little kids would come by him and stuff because they like the music, an old man playing a guitar. Children don't hear a guitar playing too often, and so they would rally around him and stuff like that. And he used to say, if you do good, are you. If you do bad, are you. Which means that whatever it is that you do in life is a reflection of yourself and it will fall on you. So if you decide to do good in this earth, expect to be repaid with good. And if you decide to do bad, expect to be repaid with bad. So there was this parent who did not like the man at all. Did not like the man at all. So she decided that she was going to bake a piece of pudding. She was going to bake pudding. And she put her pearl in it. Her pearl, for those who don't know what pearl is, she put her pearl in it. Her little poison. She put in the pudding and cut a slice and give to the child. Tell her to take it to the old man. And the old man was playing the guitar. When she come, she bring it to the old man and said, "My mommy said I must give you this." And the old man was playing the guitar. And the old man said, I don't feel like I want it. You eat it." And the child ate it. And that pudding took the child straight to her grave. It took the child straight to her grave. You see, when you do evil, you see, when you're evil, expect to be repaid with evil. That's a ramification for the things that you decide to do. I'm just besides myself right now because I can't believe, like, and people are talking about people this and people that and people, but all of you are just the same. When I look into it, every sector, people are just pure evil. People are just pure evil. I don't know if I'm in Jamaica or I'm in Haiti. Because that's the island of the God has abandoned them long time. So when you guys are coming around and you want to bash God and you want to this and you want to that and you burn this and you burn that, you see what end up happening? You have created a big conflagration that have consumed you. No, guys didn't abandon God. God abandoned Jamaica a long time. God has left the island. God has left the island. God don't want to have anything to do with you people. You're too wicked and evil. A bunch of wicked ass Negroes. I know I'm sounding remedial at this point, but at the end of the day, ah, this is just a bit too much. And besides myself, this is a bit too much. That's all I have to say. I can't even say enjoy your day because I mean, what's in it to enjoy when it's like you're surrounded by pure evil. You're surrounded by evil people. You're passing someone on the street and that's what they're. Imagine. That's why. That's why this is the reason I stay away from people because I can just imagine some of the things that people think of me when they see me. I can just imagine a lot of things, and it's a grand reflection in my social media accounts. That's why I love to see when the views show up. You get on other social media platforms, I get a lot of views, and I don't even get 1% of likes. You understand? And it's the same thing here. People will take and people will share. People act like they don't see it. They watch it for 2 minutes, say this, say that, and they move on because what? The hate in them is too much. The hate is too much, and they can't bear they can't bear to see positive. They can't bear to see wholesomeness. They can't bear it. That's all I have to say. Bye bye.